So, did I finish the book? No. I got about 51,000 words in. Uh, and, I'm not disappointed. I mean, I am disappointed that I failed. But I realize my writing habits now. I'm more of a burst writer. So that December, I wrote about 20,000 words. And then the following uh, 11 months, I wrote a measly 30,000. Also, come to find out, I have ADHD. So, it is a little bit harder to focus on what I'm writing. Now, I'm not using ADHD as an excuse. I'm just saying that that is a factor because I didn't know I had ADHD up until like a week ago. So now I need to try to figure out what works best for me. I'm going to try some meds to make sure I can focus more. I am hopefully going to get the book done eventually. Also, it was a little bit ambitious what I was writing. I thought it wasn't going to be as ambitious. I need to have more people interaction. I have a decent amount, but I need more to show out their personalities and everything. I need to establish the magic system more, which spiraled into a mess, honestly. The main character, Wesley, to be more having issues with everything and having problems adjusting and just a whole bunch of other stuff that I need to add, which will probably put this book at extremely long. Honestly, I don't know how people write a book that's like 50,000 words long. I believe that falls under a novella. It doesn't quite fall under a novella. As of right now, it's technically on the verge of a novel. It's a little bit beyond a novella. A novella, I guess, is like up to like 40,000 words to like 50,000 words, 20,000 to 50,000. And then a novel is like 50,000 plus. This is going to be an extremely long book if I don't. I'm going to need to trim it down because I hate books that just ramble on forever and don't get to the point. That being said, I'm going to try and get it done. I don't know how long it'll take me because I'm not really giving myself a deadline anymore. I failed the challenge, but I think I am going to try to write every single day on my upcoming unemployment spurt that I'm having because I can't do my job anymore. Yeah. Anyways, with the unemployment spurt that I'm going to be going through, I'm going to try to do a few more videos, try to do better things. We'll see how it goes, if I actually ever sit down and do it. I think I'm going to mostly use this to see how the ADHD meds affect me and how productive I will be on them. That being said, I don't really see this going anywhere. I really want to finish this book. Now, I'm going to die sometime in my 40s because of mesothelioma, because as a child I inhaled a lot of cigarette smoke and some asbestos. My aim now is just to finish the book before I die from lung cancer. We'll see how that goes. Hopefully it'll go well. I'm not entirely for sure. That being said, I'm still going to try and read a bunch of books. I've been watching a lot of different shows and reading a few different things about people in like magical universities and that stuff. As it's good to familiar. It is good to look at what everyone else is doing in your specific genre, like magical school and like all of that, just to see what's working, what's not working, how to improve upon other people's, what other people did really well. Like Naomi Novik, her Scholomance series is fucking amazing, as is all of her series. Honestly, I am kind of a Naomi Novik nerd. I also watched Mashal. I'm currently watching some Wisteria Wand and Sword type thing. That's a pretty good show. But yeah, I just need to. I think I need to read a little bit more. I need to do some more research because right now it's kind of a mess, and by kind of a mess, I mean it's really bad. I'm not aiming to be like good like Naomi Novik. I'm aiming for it to be entertaining. I believe that there is an audience for the book that I'm writing. I had a friend look over everything I've written so far, and she believes that there is a legitimate niche that this will fill. That being said, I don't expect this to sell very well either. I've seen Audible. I've read a lot of, or not read, but listened to a lot of random ass books on Audible. I'm hoping it will be like the equivalent to Splinter Angel. That book has a lot of fucking problems. A lot of fucking problems. But I actually enjoyed it. And I'm waiting for their book 2 to come out. I'm gonna try and write. Eventually. Sometime. Maybe after I play some StarCraft.